Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to walk you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the mid-term time frame, and then you guessed it, hello, the long-term, because since we last spoke, it's gone a bit mental, right? All-time highs, amazing stuff coming through there, guys. Once we're done with Bitcoin, you know the score. We're doing 3 altcoins today. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today, and that is, we've got a bit of Binance Coin, we've got a bit of ADA, and also a bit of the old Polkadot as well. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see us going through them. In terms of the tonsillitis, we're nearly there. We've nearly beat it. I mean, that's why I've obviously had around a week off, guys. It has been it's been pretty boring, I must say. Sat in bed trading. But yeah, it's I'm happy to be back on stream, right? So yeah, we'll just see how this goes. A little bit off, a bit nervous and all that stuff. You know how we go. But yeah, nice to see you all back on the stream there, guys. In terms of the OGs coming through, let's do some shout-outs. We got Last Index, the longest reigning member, I do believe. 2 months coming through there with a big juicy emoji coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, Last Index. We got Phoenix as well. We got Scrooge coming through, a new member. Shout out to you there, my good sir. You officially joined the Crypto Chester community. Amazing stuff. Thank you very much for that. The coffee or the cold beer that you buy me every single month. Amazing stuff there. Excuse me. Also, shout out to Ego Killer. Ego Killer, nice to see you on the stream there. We got Joe Hart, amazing stuff. One Manny, Tom, 7, Hero Optimist, and Ben Rogers as well. Nice to see a lot of the OGs pulling through today. Amazing stuff. And yes, I am back. Haven't streamed for around a week or so. It's been pretty boring, I must say. But yeah, we're going to do Bitcoin. We're going to do altcoins today. And then also, then we're going to do some requests, guys, so get ready to fire a request in the chat when we get to it. I think this is the time where we set a like target, right, guys? So you guys need to set a like target, so smash some numbers in the chat and we'll see if we can hit them. And I haven't got my pad to write that down. Unprepared, amazing stuff. In terms of subscriber target today, guys, I was thinking maybe 1,700. Maybe 1,700. That's quite ambitious, I know. First stream back and everything. So, but it's only 10 subscribers away. We'll see if we can smash through that. That'd be really pretty amazing if we could. That'd be really cool. We got Wiz Wheel on the chat there as well. Nice to see you on the stream there, my good sir. Yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get straight into Bitcoin, right? Straight into Bitcoin. As you can see, we're going to be starting off here on the short-term time frame. Right here, right now, falling wedge pattern, looking for a breakout scenario. We've just cleared a major horizontal at 62,527. Like targets coming through from One Manny and Wiz Wheel, and that is 50 and 60. So let me write that down there. 50 and 60. So 50 is Wiz Wheel, and One Manny is 60. We'll see if we can smash those like targets for you there, guys. Currently sat on 16 likes already, guys. Amazing stuff there. Appreciate all the love coming through there. But yeah, let's get straight through to crypto, because that's why we're here. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. God, I've missed saying that, I tell you that. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, falling wedge pattern. We know falling wedge patterns, usually they tend to break to the upside, right? They usually tend to break to the upside. So what we're looking at now is potential for a breakout scenario to the upside here. Currently trading at $62,820 there for Bitcoin. It's in a very nice uptrend. And for the community members in the Telegram, you would have seen that they turned off the power to my whole street, so I couldn't stream early this morning. But I was doing some prep this morning when I was doing my TA, and I did say hello. We got a lovely parallel channel coming through here, looking for some sort of measure move in terms of a breakout scenario. Let me change the color of that line, because we're still drawing divergences if we are in the yellow. Now we're back to white. So as you can see here, guys, this was the breakout scenario that we were looking for this morning. Obviously, I did want to showcase this on stream around this sort of area, guys, for the completion of the measure move. I did think to myself, yeah, that does look very, very congruent, and it does look like we are going to get there. And we did. We actually smashed it out there in not short. It was a short space of time, right? It was a short space of time. We did actually get there, and now we're currently sat on this pretty major trend line, right? Pretty major trend line coming through from the all-time high coming through there, guys. So yeah, the trend line coming out from the all-time high. It's quite crazy to say that, actually. All-time highs for Bitcoin. It's now like 67,000. It's going to be amazing to see us smash through that very shortly indeed. And this is a very bullish scenario that we are looking for at the moment, guys, just because obviously we have seen measure move completion in terms of the uptrend over the course of last night and into this morning. Now we're looking at another breakout scenario. The breakout scenario is going to be from the all-time high trend line. I know it's still on the hourly time frame, right? Still on the hourly time frame, so not the strongest trend line in the world, but still all-time high trend line at the end of the day. So it is still pretty strong indeed. We do have the chance to find resistance here. This is something that we need to talk about as well, because resistance could play out here, pulling us down a bit. We got major moving averages coming up, coiled up as we can see here. They are coiled up, so we are looking for any sort of big momentous move from that. It's usually what happens when the moving averages, they coil up and then they break out, right? Break out in price. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does plan out. But yeah, as you can see at this point in time, guys, key resistance point. If we can break this, we're going to be looking at using it as support and then banging it up. Let's do some measure moves for that for the short term. And this is something that could be happening today, guys. Definitely something to be looking out for. And the reason for this is because there is a potential for a big, juicy, money momentous move to the upside here. Very good indeed. And in terms of percentages coming through, it's going to be around a 4.72%. That's paper. That's cold hard cash. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. So yeah, 4.72%. Amazing stuff there. If this is going to be a long position that we are going to be taking advantages, obviously we need to be cautious here, guys, because we do have pretty strong lower highs from the all-time high coming down there, and we know they cause a bit of mishap, cause a bit of resistance, a Viva la resistance coming through there. So yeah, there's going to be a point to watch around 63,587, that sort of area, 60,600, that sort of area I would be looking for in terms of probably a pullback. And potentially, depending on how we actually react to this breakout scenario, whether we do have resistance to the downside and we stay inside of this falling wedge pattern, because as you can see, we do have multiple levels of support coming through to the lower side here. If we are going to come down, I'd expect us to either bounce off these moving averages that we've got coming through here, or as I was discussing a second ago, we do have a lovely parallel channel coming through here as well. So this is definitely another level of support sat around 61,038 for the short term here for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's definitely a point to be looking out for there. In terms of massive pullbacks coming through for the short term, to start off the week, guys, we're looking pretty bullish. We're looking pretty strong. I wouldn't be expecting us to be like absolutely cascading down and breaking to the downside here and seeing low 50s at the start of this week. I really wouldn't. I would see us actually probably breaking to the upside here, challenging this lower high coming through here, because overall Bitcoin is pretty goddamn bullish, and I'm sure we all know that as well. Just going to jump to the chat quickly. We've got Mr. Miles saying, welcome back. You picked a good time for it. We got Roger coming through. What up, Chester, my man? Finally, you're back. I am back. Voice is still a touch and go, but I'm back. I'm back here. I'm eating my Strepsils and keeping going. I've finished my antibiotics and stuff now, so hopefully it's just smooth sailing to health now. So yeah, I'm going to try and go to the gym tonight, so we'll see what's going through. Here often saying, did a DCA yesterday at 59,600. It looks like it was an okay choice. That's a pretty goddamn good choice, my good sir. You made paper, cold hard cash coming through there, because currently we're up at nearly 63,000. Amazing stuff there. But yeah, in terms of a price target for Bitcoin for the measure move breaking from this falling wedge pattern, we're looking at a target of around 65,782 there. Pretty crazy stuff indeed. Now, let's talk about this bearish divergence coming through here on the lower side of the RSI on the Bitcoin here on the 1 hour, and that's probably a primal reason that we've actually primarily the reason why we've seen a nice massive swing to the upside here, smashing through really key trend lines coming through there. But yeah, it's looking pretty good above all major moving averages, guys. So yeah, this is the breakout scenario that I would be looking for here on the short term. I would say little bit overextended here on the RSI, so we are potentially looking at a bit of consolidation along here, or maybe a bit of a spike up and then a rejection point from that 64,000, as I was just saying there. If that is going to happen, if we are going to have some sort of spike up, we need to be cautious here, because we're going to be seeing some sort of overbought scenario coming through on the RSI, and that obviously we know what that means, guys. It means the sell-off is going to be due, right? It's going to be sell-off's going to be due, or consolidation along this zone for probably 6 or 7 hours or so, giving the RSI a little bit of a time to just get back to central zone coming through there, and then we could be looking at pumps to the upside from there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Yeah, definitely a point to be referencing there. That's pretty much the short term summed up there, guys, in terms of the simple TA coming through there. Yeah, let's jump to the midterm and see what's going through there. On the midterm here for Bitcoin on the 4 hourly. I must say, it's quite nice to be back on stream, I must say. Nathan coming through this in morning, Chester. Can you check link? We're going to get to the altcoin request part of the show, guys. Don't you sweat it. Don't you sweat it. We will get there. We will get there. Now, this is interesting, right? This is very interesting stuff coming through here for Bitcoin. Obviously, we've got this humongous uptrend, smashing through all-time highs, really killing it. I think I just drew on the back of my chair. Yeah, I did. Just itching my back. So yeah, as you can see, guys, really nice uptrend coming through there. We do have a nice, big, strong, upward sloping support line coming through here. Currently testing that pretty strongly at around 60k, which we actually got down to yesterday here on the shorter term time frames there. We actually tested that very well, and actually you can see the bounce there. Very nice indeed. So now we know we're going to be using this as a massive level of support for the future there. I'm sure you're wondering what this is. I've got a Garn fan coming through here because, as you can see here from the top here, from the all-time high coming through, it's actually quite steep in terms of these 4-hour candles, and this is why I like to segment it off like this. As you can see, lovely level of support coming down here, lovely level of resistance coming down here. It does correlate pretty well with these Garn fan lines. As you can see here, guys, we have just broken this one here, the half, and we've come down to test that as a level of support. The next target I would be looking for this Garn fan line is going to be around 64,000, right? Around 64,000. But first, as I said, we do have a lower high coming through at 63,500, 600. That sort of area to be looking out for there. But yeah, it's a nice little tool when you do see you can use this tool on TradingView, right? But yeah, it's a very nice little tool when you see us actually cascading down really quite fast, really steep here, and you can't really get any really like attractive trend lines coming through here on the longer term time frames, right? So yeah, it's definitely a point to use because it does put out trend lines for you, and it's pretty reliable stuff coming through there, as you can see there, guys. Heavy levels of support all the way down here, banging it, testing this level of support, and then banging out from there. Vice versa, resistance. It's pretty good stuff. So yeah, that's definitely something I did want to touch on very briefly. Yeah, to get the one of one coming through there, correlating pretty well with the volume weighted ATR, but it's going to be around the 64,000, that sort of area. Definitely a point to be looking out for in terms of resistance there, because we know when we do touch these zones, we sometimes consolidate down for a bit, or we actually break it like we have just seen here for Bitcoin. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out, but yeah, definitely a piece of information that we are going to be using. Amazing stuff there. Now, looking at this coming to the top side here, this giant bearish divergence, as you can see, bringing us all the way up to the all-time high around this sort of zone here. Didn't quite get there on the RSI, and that's why we have formed this divergence, and that's why we've seen a bit of a pullback. And to be honest, that's absolutely fine, guys. We know how we deal with it on this channel. Calm, collected. If we're not pulling back, then it's not a healthy uptrend in terms of the macro, guys. So yeah, it's actually a good thing that we've pulled back, and it really is a good thing that we've bounced on this level of support, right? Because if we did lose this level of support coming through here at 60,000, the trend line, you can see what happened in September. We were all here. We were watching this. This was crazy price action in the space of, I think it was a space of like 10 minutes or maybe less. It was crazy. 10,000 bucks in literally less than 10 minutes, right? So yeah, if we did lose that level of support coming through there, it would have been pretty rough. It really would have been pretty rough. So yeah, it's nice that we bounced off that zone, and we are actually invalidating lower highs, which is looking even more goddamn bullish as I'm speaking here. Some would say double bottom coming through here, potentially coming through there. And if we are looking for any sort of double bottom sort of chart pattern, the target probably would be around this 64,000 as well. But to be honest, at this point in time, we were a bit too wicky down this lower side on the shorter term time frame for double bottom to really come into congruency, if that's the right word. What I would be looking for here, guys, is, as I was just saying, this Garn fan and this volume weighted ATR band sat around the 64k. Definitely a point to be watching today, because if we do spike up, as I was saying on the RSI, we're going to be RSI on the short term time frame, we're going to be pretty overextended there, and that's obviously going to mean that we're going to have some sort of pretty juicy mega giga pullback coming through there. We've got a little bit of room coming through on the RSI on the 4-hourly, so yeah, it's not all bad there. But yeah, if we do see any sort of spike in the price, that's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for. Now, in terms of this trend cycle for the MACD that we were looking for, my beard as you can see, my beard has grown quite a bit in the week that I've had off. So yeah, it's catching on my microphone a bit. Yeah, this is very interesting stuff coming through here on the MACD for this trend cycle, guys. I remember we were talking about this before, because you can see the rejection zone, the reversal in the trend is very strong. Hello, we're literally sat on that trend line now. Whether we're going to break here and set a higher high from this zone coming through here around this sort of area there, and not set a lower high here in terms of this falling completely forgotten what it's called. Trend cycle, that's it. Falling trend cycle coming through. If we're going to actually come up and invalidate this lower high here, that's going to be bullish indeed. It is going to be a lot more momentum to the upside, but we definitely need to take into consideration, guys, this is a very strong reversal point, and we have seen this happen multiple times along this zone now. So it's definitely another piece of information that we can be using. Another piece of information that we can be using. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this does plan out here, guys, because we have actually seen a big pump this morning, seeing us actually come up to this top side of this trend line, We're still quite a long way away from a bullish crossover, and then we do have another trend cycle to the lower side here in terms of it's actually, I'd say, a broadening trend cycle coming through here, because you can see the trends to the lower side are actually getting stronger. They're getting stronger, and they're actually setting lower low after lower low after lower low, which is, yes, a bit bearish. It is a bit bearish, but a lot of the other things are saying we're bullish, right? So we can't just go on one thing. But yeah, and to be honest, when we're seeing us come down to this sort of level around that minus 500, that's a really long way to go, right? So if we are going to see any sort of comparison coming down to that level, we're going to need a huge dump to the downside, guys, and that would be us, meaning that we're losing 60k and probably even coming down to 55, that sort of area there. But yeah, so at this point in time, guys, reversal point to be looking out for here on the MACD in terms of the most recent uptrend on the midterm here is going to be around this zone here. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for in terms of a piece of information for us to be using. Interesting stuff there. Now, let me have a little look at the chat coming through. 27 likes as well, guys. Amazing stuff. Killing it there. We've got a like target from WizWheel set, and that's 50 likes on the chart there. We've got 60 from One Manny. So we'll just have to see how that goes, see if we can smash those. And in terms of the subscriber target, it was 1,700 we're going for today, guys. 1,690 currently. 10 subscribers away. Pretty crazy stuff coming through. But yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up here on the 4-hourly. On the midterm here, I just want to fly through and get to the long term, because I want to do some altcoin requests for you guys, because I know I've been away for around a week here. So yeah, it's going to be nice to do some live TA for you. My charts might be a little bit outdated because I've been doing TA in my bed, not on my PC. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that is. Probably some old TA coming through. So basically that means there's going to be some fresh TA. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, in terms of Bitcoin coming through here on the longer term time frame, the daily coming through, there's actually some pretty good news for the weekly chart. So I will get to that very shortly indeed. As you can see, guys, all-time highs from before around April here, and then obviously we have come up and we've smashed that, setting the new all-time high of around $67,000 for Bitcoin. And may I say, wow, that's lovely to say, smashing all-time highs. Bull market barrier looking like we're deciding. We're literally on the cusp, waiting to get to that bull market coming through there. That would be absolutely unreal if we can really switch back blue and see a nice, healthy, massive uptrend coming through there again. And that would just be insane prices to the upside, guys. But let's just keep calm, keep collected, and let's just relax for a second, because when I was going to start the stream a minute ago, we weren't actually blue, right? This pump that we have seen in the last, I'd say, probably hours, probably an hour or so, right, has actually brought us up and changed this bull market barrier blue for the third time again in this uptrend, which is, yes, progressive, but we do need to be holding it, right? And if we can see us actually come up and break the previous all-time high in this trend for I guess in the last 12 to 15 hours that we have seen there, guys, in this trend that we are seeing, probably over the last day or so. So yeah, in this trend that we are seeing here, if we can see us actually come up to this all-time high level and smash that, that is basically going to mean this, what we're seeing here, is going to be a confirmed higher low, guys. A confirmed higher low. And that, yes, you guessed it, is bullish. That's what we want here. But crucial stuff here, guys. Very, very crucial stuff, because if we're going to come up in terms of this trend and we're going to find that resistance from the previous all-time high wick point around that 64,977, that sort of area there, if we actually get rejected here, this is going to be bad, right? It's going to be really bad, because we're going to get rejected here, and then we could actually come down and challenge this higher low. Challenge this higher low and set a lower high, guys. And this, when we set a lower high, when we don't get the momentum to get over the previous all-time high here, that's bearish, guys. That's going to be a bearish chart pattern there, and it's going to be pretty bad. We could actually see some sort of double top, some sort of reversal pattern coming through. Then we don't want that. We don't want that. We want this uptrend. We want a nice higher low coming through here. We want to see a nice smash through the all-time high. Then we want to come down, potentially test the previous all-time high. 80% of the time we do that. And then another higher low, and then continuation to the upside. That's the ideal scenario there. But yeah, just a couple things to be looking out for there for Bitcoin here in terms of just candle action coming through there, guys. I'm just gonna have a drink of my my smoothie, green smoothie today, and then we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it because I want to have a little look at the weekly chart as well, because we've got some interesting stuff coming through on the weekly as well. So yeah, be right back. Green screen really gets rid of the green smoothie, right? I would say it's lovely to be back, guys. I've missed streaming. It's been cool. Nice to see a lot of OGs and a lot of members coming through on the stream there. Yeah, I do appreciate it. 31 likes as well, guys. We're like halfway there. Oh no, we're 19 likes away from 50 likes. That's the first like target. Amazing stuff there. Let me get through to a Bitcoin coming through. Let's bring up the WOD machine and see what's going on for the WOD machine, because this is also really interesting because we have cleared the volume weighted ATR band, guys, and we know how strong this is. When we clear this, we usually come down and test it, right? And that's going to be around 58,400, which is interesting because we haven't quite got there yet. But let's jump back. Smoothie, absolutely not an alcoholic beverage. It's definitely not, right? So yeah, as you can see, guys, volume weighted ATR band, the last time that we did actually clear this here on the daily with momentum to the upside. Yes, as I said, we do come down. Let me get rid of the bull market barrier for now. As you can see, look, we come down, we test it a couple times, and then you can see the continuation to the upside here, the uptrend that we do form if we can get enough strength over that. So, yes, we're over it at this point in time, guys. We're over it. I would expect a test to the lower side here. If we are going to see a test to the lower side, it's not going to be the end of the world because, as I said, this higher low isn't quite confirmed yet. It's not quite confirmed yet because we haven't quite got over this zone here to create a lower high, right? A lower high, right? So if we are going to actually reverse here, come down, banging it straight off this volume weighted ATR band in terms of a level of support, this whole area is going to be acting as a level of support in terms of a higher low there. And that's what we want. That is what we want. We want that for a nice bullish bounce to the upside, and then we can really take another run up at all-time highs there. To be honest, if this uptrend it really is going to continue here, it's going to be seriously progressive, right? Seriously progressive. And we've noticed, I'm sure you guys have noticed a lot of news articles and stuff. They've started to come out, started to give Bitcoin a lot more coverage, a lot more free marketing in a sense, right? And we're seeing, annoyingly, we're not really seeing altcoins smash it up as of yet. But this is usually when we see the start of a new cycle or something like this, guys. We usually see Bitcoin take the lead first, and then the altcoins will come a bit later on, right? Because if you think about it from a new investor point of view, if you're a new investor into crypto in general, you're not just going to be buying up say DOT or Litecoin or Uniswap, something that you don't really know about, right? If you're really new to crypto, the first thing you know you're going to be learning, it's Bitcoin, right? So that's where a lot of the money is going to be flowing into first, and then once that goes up, all-time highs get hit, profits taken, and then people are like, oh, okay, ADA's made a good quick 5%. Maybe I should do some research on ADA, and that's when the money will start flowing into the altcoins, right? So yeah, just have to be patient for that. It will happen as long as Bitcoin carries on this lovely uptrend coming through there. Now, in terms of the weekly here, guys, I just wanted to touch on this very quickly because remember when we had, I think it was like eight weeks in a row or something. 5 weeks there. What am I thinking of? It might be 8 days in a row. Can't remember, but it was I remember saying that it was key rejection point because we hadn't seen a red week in a while, right? As you can see, let me get rid of the WOD. Right. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, we've got literally 5 weeks here, pretty strong indeed. Now, the 3 weeks here, very strong price action for Bitcoin, high low being set here. But this, what we saw last week, even though crucial stuff here, even though all-time highs, we still got a red candle, which is actually really good, guys. It's really, really good because now we could actually be looking at a nice green candle here, and it wouldn't be 5 greens in a row. And when we see that, we see rejection, we see correction coming through there. So it could mean before we're going to have another correction here, we're going to be seeing all-time highs again. We're going to see another leg up, maybe around this sort of 70K sort of area there before a correction we face. But may I just say here, guys, I just want to stress this to you. We're not just going to go up. We're not just going to keep going up. We're going to have correction phases, guys. We're going to have higher lows be set here. And at this point in time, we're still miles away from all major moving averages, volume weighted ATR bands. We're still really quite high up. So yeah, we do have the 10 simple holding us up a bit, but nothing too crazy. Even the 21's quite low, around 58,000 there, and below that the 55's down at around 51K there, guys. So if we are going to have a pullback, it's not going to be slow. It's going to be quick, guys. So just be prepared for that, for when that does actually happen. In terms of hash ribbons, that indicator that's free for you guys if you do want to go grab that, it is in the indicator tabs. Just go to the indicator tabs and type in hash. It's pretty profitable stuff coming through there. Insane. Where are we? Insane stuff. So yeah, 69,000, started with 10K. So yeah, up some pretty good money, right? Pretty good money, especially on this chart as well. If you go to Goes to Bybit chart, I think it is pretty insane gains, right? So yeah, we'll just have to see we'll see how this does plan out for the future. But yeah, as you can see here, guys, we do have we did get in around 40. I got in around 43.8, I think it was. Yeah, 43,800, that sort of area, and we're just longing it all the way up. And at this point in time, we're in some serious profit, right? Around 44%. So yeah, going pretty well in terms of the hash ribbon signal there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out for the future. Yeah, just kind of holding that until the hash rate chills the F out, and at this point in time, it's still going up pretty crazy. So so yeah, it's not too bad. We were having a little bit of hesitancy around this sort of area around 4 or 5 days ago, but not too bad now. Not too bad. It's opening up a bit. So yeah, that's the wider that we are there, guys, in terms of the hash rate, the more bullish we're going to be getting here. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there, guys. Now moving on, let's move on to the Fear and Greed Index. As you can see, guys, 72 on the Fear and Greed. It's expected. It's pretty greedy. Bitcoin's trending up compared to last month. Obviously, the dirty September month that we did see there. God, it's nearly November already. Pretty crazy stuff there. So, tell you what, having a week off, it's time really does just fly by. Really does just fly by. Yeah, as you can see, guys, 72 on the greed. So, just be prepared, because if the whales are going to be dumping it, they're going to be doing it precisely because of this reason, right? Now, in terms of what we are seeing here, guys, all exchange reserves coming through here is basically all of the Bitcoin held across all the exchanges, right? If you do want to go check out this website, it's CryptoQuant. You can get some really good information in terms of the charts, right? As you can see, the Bitcoin that has just been moved off of the exchanges into private wallets, it's gone crazy. It's gone absolutely crazy. Really insanely low, guys. Really insanely low right now. And this is very bullish, right? This is very bullish, because this basically means people are moving their money off exchanges like, say, Binance and Coinbase and Huobi, if that's how you say it, and Bybit and Femex and all, you know, the main exchanges, right? People are moving their BTC into private wallets. They're doing that for primarily HODL reasons, and it just shows a lot more confidence from in a HODL and investor standpoint, right? If everyone's moving their money like this amount of Bitcoins into wallets, it just shows that they've got a lot more confidence in Bitcoin not absolutely falling off a cliff, and they're just going to be holding that until it goes to the goddamn moon, right? So yeah, interesting information coming through there, guys. All exchanges estimated leverage ratio, that's insanely high right now as well. That's basically like an average on the open interest that we got coming through here. I've got that somewhere. Yeah, open interest coming through, and this basically is just how many futures contracts are open at this time. It's really high, and this basically means guys, it is bullish. It is a bullish sign. But if the whales are going to be using this as a manipulation tool coming through there, if you want to say it like that, then they're going to be, we're basically awaiting a huge move coming through there, whether it's going to be to the upside to liquidate loads of shorts, or whether it's going to be a massive crash to the downside to liquidate loads of longs, right? But this basically just shows that there's a lot of futures contracts open right now. So yeah, just use that information and just be cautious for that, right? Funding rates, they did go up, and that basically showing that a lot more people are in long positions here, so it's going to be more expensive to hold your longs here. But we have actually seen a bit of a correction over the last few days or so, so yeah, it's not too bad. Still evening out a bit. I think it's evening out a bit just because we have seen a pullback coming through there for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's interesting to see. But the higher obviously Bitcoin gets, the more expensive it's going to be here for holding your long positions there. So yeah, it's definitely a point to be watching there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me have a look at the subscriber count. We are 8 subscribers away. Amazing stuff. Like target, we are 15 likes away from the first target. Amazing stuff coming through there, guys. Now let's get to the altcoin. Not the altcoin request part of the show. I messed that up. But we're going to get to, this is the part of the show where I, this is 3 altcoins of the day. Completely throw myself off, right? Now, let's do 3 altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today. And the reasoning for this is potential positions coming through there, potential educational, professional TA for you guys to be learning here, for you new traders out there. But yeah, I basically do this every day. I pick 3 altcoins of the day to showcase to you and do some live TA for you. The ones that I've chosen to do today: BNB, Binance Coin, baby. We've got ADA and also a bit of Polkadot as well. So yeah, we're going to smash through them now. And then we're going to get to some altcoin request part of the show there, guys. 31 minutes into the stream, I'm probably going to be doing Ivo splashing the cash for this super chat coming through there. It's a 10 euro tip there. Amazing stuff there, man. Do appreciate that coming through. I'm probably going to get a coffee and a beer with that. So yeah, thank you very much, my good sir. Do appreciate that. If you do have a request, Ivo, smash it in the chat, my good sir, and I will get to that very good I'll get to that for you, my man. But one man, he says, let's go to the goddamn moon. So yeah, let's talk about Binance Coin coming through here, because on the daily chart coming through, we've got obviously a humongous symmetrical triangle here, guys, on the daily. And if we are going to see this play out, and to be honest, let's all just take a step back a second, because Binance Coin, in terms of the technology, in terms of the fundamentals behind it, it's really been asleep. It's been no, I can't say that. It's really been asleep recently, and we are looking for some nice breakouts to the upside, right? We're looking for some nice breakouts to the upside, but right now it's kind of chilling out, right? It's kind of chilling out. But yeah, if we are looking for some huge breakouts to the upside here, this is going to be the measure move that we are looking for. As you can see there, pretty big indeed. It's going to be around a 29.27% gain there. For me personally, I'm going to be waiting until we break this previous high here. As you can see, this is a very, very congruent lower high from the previous all-time high there for Binance Coin, sat around that 600-700, I do believe. Yeah, around that 600-700 sort of area there. I am doubling the cash. Soon even gonna buy a sandwich, says Ivo. Amazing stuff, man. So yeah, as you can see here, Crow and is that Chili's or Check? CH. Let me write that down. CHSB. I can't remember what that is. I've definitely done TA on it, but I just can't remember. It's not Chili's. Chili's is CHZ. That is CHSB. I'll find it, my good sir. But yeah, this is obviously why I've wanted to choose this here on as my altcoin of the day, because obviously we've got a parallel channel here, guys. We've got a symmetrical triangle pattern. We're looking for breakouts across the board here. Let's jump back down to the midterm coming through there, because the breakout scenario coming through from this range area that we've got coming through here, guys, is gonna be incongruent with the measure move on the longer term time frame, right? So yeah, let's do some percentages for that and see if there's going to be a map, because when we break out from this, and this is what I was trying to say earlier, guys, when we do break out from this, it's actually going to be huge, right? Because obviously Binance Coin has been sleeping. It's been asleep for a while now. We're waiting for that insane break to the upside here. In terms of percentages, this is going to be the measure move to the upside in terms of the bigger scale there. Completely thrown off in terms of my tools, but yeah, let me jump to here. As you can see, it's gonna be around a 21.80% gain there. Swissborg, that's the one. Yeah, Swissborg, Cheeseborg. Yeah, I completely forgot that. Yeah, definitely done Swissborg before. So yeah, we'll definitely have a look at that. Not a problem, my good sir. But yeah, this is obviously Binance Coin, and this is why I did want to see it, because if we are going to be breaking this this 500 sort of area there, guys, we're going to start some sort of huge breakout scenario, and that's going to be huge gains to be making there. But yeah, let's jump down to the shorter term time frame for the to see what we can get over the day, right, and see if we can get some sort of daily breakout coming through, because yes, we are seeing some sort of descending triangle coming through there. Nothing too amazing as of yet. But it's a breakout at the end of the day, right? It's a breakout at the end of the day. If we are looking for some sort of measure move like this, I know it's more of a continuation pattern to the downside, these descending triangles, but we are in the mix of a breakout to the upside, right? It's quite interesting stuff. Obviously, sometimes it does do the opposite. We're above all major moving averages here, so we are bullish. We're starting a lovely uptrend. We found a lovely level of support here on the lower side here at 470. Lovely bounce point coming through there. So yeah, it's not looking too bad in terms of percentages coming through here. You can just hear my dog whining. We could be looking at something around a 2.10%, so nothing too crazy coming through there. But yeah, in terms of a little scalp, it's definitely something to be looking out for. But what I would be looking for in terms of trying to get to this breakout scenario in terms of the bigger scale here, guys, I would actually be wanting us to break this lower high that we've got coming through here from this previous high. Well, obviously, we've got these lower highs coming through here, setting down these trend lines, as you can see there, guys. If we can actually get above this zone, break this lower high, we're going to be looking a lot more bullish, right? A lot more bullish. It's a bullish pattern coming through there if we can do that. And then probably coming up, have a reversal, banging out from there, high low gets set, uptrend getting set there. Amazing stuff. That's kind of what we want there for Binance Coin. But yeah, definitely a point to be watching there. And yeah, the high that we do get on the RSI here, it's going to obviously mean that we're going to be looking for some sort of pullback coming through. So yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah, let me jump to my second altcoin of the day. The second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you is a bit of ADA. I'm just going to have some green smoothie. So yeah, it's probably going to be, yeah. Oh, very good. Soothing on the throat. Oh, right. ADA, second altcoin of the day. ADA, pretty cool stuff coming through for ADA. Let me jump to the daily. Humongous, gargantuan, mega, juicy, giga, symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through. Definitely a point to be looking out for. As you can see here, guys, humongous levels of support continuously being formed along this zone, right? Higher lows being set, pretty bullish on this side here. You can hear my air freshener going crazy. And obviously continuous high lows being set here in terms of reversal. The support level along this zone is really quite strong. It's nice to see, actually, I must say. But the reason why it's symmetrical triangle, guys, is because, you guessed it, we're having resistance along the top side here. We're setting lower highs as well continuously. It's a pretty strange time for ADA, and I did want to touch on this just because if we are seeing a symmetrical triangle after seeing a downtrend like so, right after seeing a nice high point get reached here, all-time high actually there for ADA, annoyingly, this is actually called a bearish pennant chart pattern, guys, and that basically means continuation to the downside. Pretty depressing, pretty bad, because I know quite a few of us are pretty bullish on ADA, and they've just been sleeping for a while. They need to wake up. Come on, ADA, wake up. But yeah, ideally, we don't want this to break to the downside. We want to see a break to the upside. But if we are going to break to the downside, we're going to weigh up the scenarios here. Because even if we are going to get into any sort of short position here, guys, it's not going to be the end of the world, because you can see the level of support that we do have along this zone around that $1.96 sort of area. We're going to get a bounce point for that easily. So even if we do actually break to the downside here, we could bounce up and have the continuation to the upside when altcoins actually decide to wake up here. But yeah, if we are going to be looking at shorting this, I know, pretty scary time to be shorting, but we trade the swing breakouts, guys. So yeah, it's still 7.23% there. And to be honest, ADA was really powered by a lot of FUD coming through here from the whole smart contracts launch and stuff, and it really just kind of sat there and was like, I'm not going to do anything. and yeah, so yeah, obviously everyone's selling into a lot of people are selling that ADA, right, after all that shenanigans coming through there, and that's why we're just seeing a bit of flaccidness coming through. But yeah, in terms of a breakout scenario to the downside, 7% is what we're looking for there. In terms of a breakout scenario to the upside here, guys, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And obviously, guys, these are non-greedy measure moves. I'm not going to be doing measure moves that are like, oh my god, they're goddamn huge, especially on the daily, guys. They're just a bit, they're not as realistic. I make 10 times more money doing small breakout chart patterns and then closing my trades in terms of staggering take profits all the way up, rather than going for like silly percentages like 19%. I know sometimes we do go for percentages like that, but we go on the most recent uptrend, guys. That's kind of the law that we do stick to on this channel, and it's a lot more reliable, right? Because not all breakouts, not all measure moves, sorry, all come into fruition exactly as planned, right? We know how the crypto game works. But yeah, let me jump down to the 4 hourly and see if we can get some sort of price action coming through there. But yeah, it's the same scenario, right? It's the same scenario. You can see how congruent it is along these zones for ADA. But yeah, what I would say is just keep this in your back pocket for the week, right? The whole week, because we're coming to the end of this symmetrical triangle, right? We are gonna see a breakout chart pattern coming through here for ADA, whether it's to the upside or whether it's to the downside. There's going to be money to be made. There's free money here waiting for us to be executing here. Simon says, smash the like and subscribe, guys. Amazing stuff there. I do appreciate the likes and the subs coming through. It does help the channel. I just deleted my indicator. It does help the channel out massively, guys, in terms of the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that. And obviously, yeah, I have had tonsillitis. I've had a week off. It's been pretty boring. And yeah, obviously, I think YouTube is really going to screw me in terms of the algorithms. So yeah, do appreciate all those likes coming through for the extra support. And we're going for that 1,700 subscriber target. We are literally 6 subscribers away, guys. So yeah, thank you to all the new subs today, and we'll see if we can smash through that today on this stream, right? Now, ADA, that's pretty much ADA covered, guys. I'm not going to go into too much more detail about that. The third altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you today for potential TA, potential positions coming through, it is a bit of polka dot coming through. Interesting stuff, because we're actually on the cusp, the little cusp here of a breakout scenario, right? Potential for a nice, juicy, long coming through there. Very good stuff indeed. We'll just have to see how that goes, right? Now, let's have a little look in terms of the chart. As you can see there, we do have a lovely, so I'm just playing around my pen, a lovely but parallel channel coming through here, guys. As you can see, we do see the resistance coming through from this zone here. A little bit of a trap zone at the top side there. So if we are going to be entering any sort of longs in terms of the breakout for the future there, we're going to be waiting until we clear that trap zone, because it's called a trap zone for a reason. It's there to trap you out. But yeah, in terms of support to the lower side here of this parallel channel here, guys, you can see multiple levels coming through there. Multiple continuous levels of support. Most recently, actually, literally yesterday, level of support, and then we bounced up from there. Now, in terms of a miniature breakout inside of that chart pattern here on the 4 hourly, we are literally looking at that right now, because you can see this trend line coming down. As you can see there, guys, maybe go a little bit tighter. If we can get a nice candle body close, I would probably say around probably around this sort of area here, just because of these wicks to the upside. You can still see the resistance from there. Pretty strong stuff indeed. You can see the resistance from there. Really pretty strong stuff indeed. So if we are looking for any sort of congruent breakout, congruent long coming through there, I would be looking for some sort of candle body close around that area, and then longing dot from there, probably up to around the first take profit. It's not going to be huge, guys. First take profit would be around this sort of zone, and then just riding that wave all the way up, staggering take profits as we go, just because if we see any sort of reversal in the price, we're going to be taking our stop loss, depending on where that's going to be. Obviously, when we do see the price get up to this area, we're going to see a lot more moving averages come up there. So yeah, we can probably bang that below that because we know the level of support there. And then once we hit our first take profit, guys, we're going to be moving our stop loss to our entry point, right? We're going to be moving it to our entry point. And the reason why we do this is because if we do see a reversal, we get stopped out. Yes, we get stopped out, but it's a positive stop out because we've already taken profit. And if we do carry on running up, we're just going to be making cold hard cash. But if we do, it basically means we're planning for all types of reversals coming through there, because we know it's not just going to keep going up. We're going to be reversing. So yeah, staggered take profits all the way up. Blockchain Planet says, "It's too late for DOT." No, it's not, my good sir. DOT is actually asleep right now. DOT is going to be banging it. It's going to be banging it, right? We've got a long way to go there for DOT. Let me get to the daily chart coming through there, because let's do some big targets for DOT here, because I did actually do a video on this. Probably won't be doing a video, altcoin videos today, guys, just because I'm still trying to rest the throat a little bit. I'm not quite 100% over the tonsillitis yet, but I couldn't resist streaming on a Monday. I've got to do it. I've got to get back into the schedule, right? I can't be off schedule for too long. So yeah, antibiotics are done. I'm back. I'm just not going to be going as hard until I'm a bit I'm at full health again. But yeah, anyway, enough about me. Falling wedge pattern coming through here. You can see the level of support. Pretty bad drawing. Level of support coming through here, guys. As you can see, pretty strong stuff. Level of resistance along coming through here from all-time highs. As you can see, we have broken that to the upside. We're already inside of a breakout scenario coming through there for DOT. The breakout scenario from this falling wedge pattern, and also cup and handle coming through there, bullish chart pattern as well, is huge. The measure move is actually 69. Amazing number. The 69%. Coming through there, as you can see there, guys, that's the measure move. This is what we're looking for here in terms of a breakout scenario, in terms of a price target there for DOT for the future there. See, we're not even halfway for that. It's gonna be around $61 there for DOT. Pretty crazy stuff there. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how that does plan out there. Pretty crazy stuff there. I would be looking for all-time highs to actually get tested if we are gonna see us come to the top side here of this parallel channel coming through here on the midterm there for Bitcoin. But yeah, enough really about DOT. Pretty much done with that. Just gonna have some more smoothie, and then, guys, we're gonna get to the altcoin request part of the show, guys. So smash your altcoin request. Excuse me. Smash your altcoin request in the chat, and I'll get to them as soon as I possibly can. Stuart is in the chat, and I see on the stream that Stuart members coming through. Their amazing stuff there, man. Do appreciate you guys. We're 7 likes away from the like target, 7 likes away from the 50 like target set by WizWheel. So yeah, we'll see if we can smash that. And let me do some requests for you. It's the time of the it's that time of the show, the altcoin request part of the show. Guys, I haven't streamed for like a week, so I can't really talk properly, right? I'm completely out of flow. But yeah, nice to see you on the stream there, Neelesh, as well. Let's do a bit of Matic, right? Let's do a bit of Matic first for Ionosis. I don't know if I'm reading that wrong or right, but yeah. We'll do a bit of Matic. Matic, please, my good sir. Yeah, everyone, I think everyone's clucking for a bit of Matic. Gonna have some smoothie, and then we're gonna carry on with that. Stuart wants a bit of glitch. That's good. Yeah, glitch is it's done pretty goddamn well, I must say. It's last time I checked, it was $1.10 there. Insane gains there for glitch, guys. If you haven't done some research on glitch, if you don't want to do some research on glitch, I've got a YouTube video. You can go and check that if you want to go do some research on glitch. But yeah, it's done insanely well. It's I think it's a blockchain based in Hong Kong that's primarily done around financial services. So yeah, serious paper going through there, and it's still only on oh, is it KuCoin? I think it's on KuCoin or Uniswap, and yeah, it's got a long way to go, guys. So yeah, definitely do some research on that, I would say. Let me do some bit of Matic. As you can see, guys, breakout scenario for Matic. Humongous measure move to the upside here. Seen that measure move completion, 22.95% there. Amazing stuff there. And I must say, let's get rid of this TA for now. It's nice to see Matic actually taking the initiative again, because we know what happened to Matic, guys. It fell off. It fell off an absolute cliff, and when we're seeing it actually come up, I would be looking at a rejection point coming through, or no, definitely a rejection point. I would say around $1.73 there in terms of a correctionary pullback. That's where I would be looking for Matic there. Definitely a point to be looking out for there. But what I would say, just glancing at the chart there, I would say we've obviously got a huge trend line coming down from here, but that also means, guys, we do have a horizontal to the top side here. The horizontal that I'm referring to is going to be along this sort of zone here. And yes, you guessed it. You know what that makes? It makes an ascending triangle, guys. Continuation pattern to the upside. So this is where we can really dig deep into these measure moves, right? Into these measure moves to really get some sort of... We got Michael Allen super chatting coming through there. Thank you for the $5, my good sir. To appreciate that. It's going to buy me a lovely, a nice expensive cup of tea. Thank you, man. To appreciate it. And he says, apologies for the late attendance. Not a problem, man. I would say YouTube are probably going to be not shadow banning me, but not showing me to a lot of my audience at the moment, just because obviously I had a week off because of the tonsillitis. So yeah, I do appreciate you coming through, Michael. So yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic Monday morning. Yeah, in terms of a measure move for this Matic here, guys, this is going to be huge, right? It's going to be huge. It's a continuation chart pattern to the upside. We're seeing a very nice bullish continuation here. We're seeing high lows get set, bouncing off the 200 EMA. We're above all major moving averages here. Massive breakout scenario to be looking out for. In terms of percentages here, cold hard cash swings here, 36.44%. Definitely something to be looking out for here for Matic here in terms of a big swing, and that is going to bring us up to the near enough all-time high point there for Matic from before. And we know about the all-time high rule there, guys. Stop drinking, eat something, man. I've actually eaten a lot of fruit this morning, my good sir, and a bagel. It was I had a lovely bagel this morning. Yeah, I have to go to the gym though, because obviously I was ill, so I haven't been gymming, and the belly comes quickly. Very annoying. But yeah, 36% coming through there for Matic. Interesting stuff coming through. Let's jump down to the smaller term time frame, see if we can get some sort of patterns coming through for a little bit of a daily breakout, because I know we got some day traders in here. I see you. We got day traders in here, and what I would actually say, we've got some sort of parallel or rising wedge. We'll go rising wedge. Chart pattern there, guys, and that basically, annoyingly, that does mean rising wedge pattern, guys. They tend to usually break to the downside, right? They tend to usually break to the downside, which we know is annoying when we're looking for a breakout to the upside on the macro scale. So if we are going to break to the downside here, it's going to be here on a 4-hourly here. So yeah, it could be happening over the next sort of day or so, and that basically it is looking like we're probably going to find some resistance like we have seen before off this this pretty strong horizontal, right? If we're going to see that resistance play out there, guys, it could be a potential short position there for Matic on the shorter term time frame, right? Obviously on the macro scale, that's what we would be aiming for, that big 39%, was it? 36%, that's what we're going to be aiming for on the big sort of scale. But if we can, on the shorter term time from the day trading sort of vibes there, we could be looking at losing all major moving averages here, breakout scenario to the downside here, and a lovely cheeky nice short position to the downside there. And that's going to be around 7.75% there. So yeah, that's insane gains, guys. Insane gains in terms of the short position. So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for there for Matic. But I would say it is looking pretty bullish, I would say. Nice uptrends coming through there. Yeah, we did invalidate a little bit of a higher low coming through there, but yeah, still not too bad. We're still finding nice levels of support there, above major moving averages. But what I would say is rejection point is going to be, in terms of a live price, around that 166. 166. We'll do 166. Yeah, that's the point I would be looking for there in terms of rejection point there, guys. Let's have a look at. Let's do a bit of link for Nathan. A little bit of link for Nathan. Ivo, you cook us something. Your dishes look fire. Yeah, Ivo. Big shout out to Ivo. Good friend. Do appreciate you, man. Yeah, he does cook some crazy dishes out here. Ivo does cook some nice stuff. Yeah, let's have a little look at Link, because we made there's quite a few Telegram community members that made a lot of paper the other day off Link, and to be honest, I was one of them. We were riding Link right the way up. In terms of breakout scenario coming through there. As you can see, let me dive straight into this, guys. You can see broadening wedge pattern coming through there, and you can see the breakout scenario that we were expecting from that. We're when we're broadening wedges, guys, we go from the start of the trend because they're smaller, more realistic in terms of measure moves here. Not doing anything. I know it's actually going to play out here. But not doing anything sort of like this because it's a bit too ambitious, right? In terms of reversals coming through early and not seeing the completion of the measure move. But hey, yeah, it did play out there. But yeah, pretty bad example. But yeah, anyway. In terms of a measure move that we were going for, breakout scenario, it did play out pretty perfectly. So yeah, well done to anyone who did get involved with that. Formatic there, amazing stuff. Made a lot of money on that, really good. So yeah, let's get rid of that for now. Let's do some fresh TA because Matic is actually, not Matic, Link is actually banging it right now. Doing very well indeed, I must say. Will Link do well this bull run? I think so. It's doing pretty well right now, I must say. We're actually at a key resistance point. If we can break this, then I would actually be looking for a target for Matic around 35.73 there. That's literally just off the previous high in September there. In terms of all-time highs and stuff like that there. Yeah, this is definitely an undervalued asset, I would say. Definitely undervalued. Because if we're going to break this 35 sort of area there, guys, we got volume weighted ATR band sat miles away at 41.65, and also that's correlating very well with the resistance point coming through there as well there. So yeah, potentially sort of some sort of price action looking like so, banging like that, coming up like that, probably something along the lines of that, guys, and then continuation to the upside, right? We could be waiting a little while, but depends on how parabolic we start going from here. We got Green Goblin saying, yo, what up, bro? Nice to see you on the stream there, man. Do appreciate you stopping by, coming through. But yeah, in terms of Link, this is definitely something to be looking out for the future there. I do think Link is actually, it's undervalued asset right now, so I do think I would expect some pumps to the upside for Link coming through then. You can see it's actually banging it right now as I'm talking there. So let's jump down to the smaller term time frame, see if we can get some sort of little cheeky breakout scenario for you guys to be looking for and doing your own, obviously doing your own educational research here. In terms of a pullback for what you would be looking for, you can see a congruent point coming through here in terms of resistance here, guys. Very strong. I would say very strong along this zone. So it's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for in terms of a pullback there. And so if you are long on Link right now, then I'm not going to be saying take profit. What I would say is just be cautious for this zone, right? Be cautious for this 32,000. Imagine a $32,000 Link. $32.18 there for Link there. One of my beard hairs is on my microphone. Amazing. So yeah, this is definitely a point to be looking out for in terms of reversal there. And hey, we're above the volume weighted ATR band, which is always progressive. It is good. Obviously, usually, guys, the volume weighted ATR band, this little red line coming through there for you guys that didn't know. You can see usually we do have quite a bit of resistance along this zone. Pretty strong stuff. Pretty strong, but we get above it. We tend to trend above it there, guys. I'm going to find you a better example than that. If we can get above it, you can see the resistance that we do find continuously along the zone, but if we can get above it, let's get some example coming through there. If we can get above it, we usually trend above it right there. So we use it as a lovely level of support, as you can see there, guys, until we lose it again, right? And if we do lose it, it can be pretty rough, right? So yeah, definitely a point to be using and referencing throughout any potential position coming through here for Link, because as you can see, we're currently above it, and whether we are going to come back down and bounce it and then see the continuation to the upside from there, that's going to be the sort of ideal sort of scenario. I mean, in terms of the short term, let me jump down to the mid term here, actually, just because it's quite interesting, actually, because we've got a clean trend line coming through here. I would say, yeah, very nice and clean there. But actually, yeah, let's get rid of that for now. We could be looking at some sort of parallel channel, guys, and this is where a nice long breakout scenario could really benefit us, as you can see there, guys. Actually very nice, I would say, very nice indeed to be looking at. It's attractive. It's an attractive, nice pair of legs chart pattern. So yeah, as you can see, guys, potential for a breakout scenario here for Link in terms of parallel channel. You can see the levels of support that we have found along this zone continuously. Really good. You can see the VWAP resistance that we have found along this zone as well. If we can actually bang it above this zone here, guys, hello, money is there waiting. Long position waiting. Hovering over that limit order. Very good indeed. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out. In terms of percentages here for Link, what I would be looking for is something probably around a 17, nearly 18% there, guys. Very good indeed. Very progressive there in terms of a nice long position. Watch out for the volume weighted ATR band there. I would be waiting to clear that. Probably definitely get a candle body close above that before entering any sort of long position there. But yeah, looking bullish, looking pretty good. Breakout scenario playing out. Falling wedge pattern here. Should we do a measure move for that? And let's see what's good coming through from that, because I think that measure move has had completion. Yeah, measure move completion on that. Very strong indeed. But yeah, really nice potential chart patterns breakout coming through there. So yeah, it's gonna get a flag in my book for a potential trade today. Very nice indeed. But yeah, interesting stuff. Let's move on to another coin. 54 likes, guys. We've smashed through the like target. Amazing stuff. The second like target that we are going for is 60, set by one Manny in the chat there. So yeah, we'll see if we can smash through that like target as well. Should we have a look at the subscriber count? Because we're aiming for 1,700 today. See if we can hit that on stream together. It'd be absolutely insane if we could, guys. Only 6 subscribers away from that. Really, really crazy stuff indeed there. I don't think it's updating live. It usually does some. There we go. No, still 6 subscribers away. Amazing stuff there, guys. But yeah, let's get some more altcoin requests coming through there into the chat. You kept saying Matic. Yeah, I did. Just gonna have some more smoothie and then we're gonna carry on. Very good. 540 Chevelle? Probably. He says, Chester, where did you learn your TA? Thanks, mate. Early subber. To be honest, man, I'm quite abnormal. No, basically, I was... Oh, yeah, I haven't done... yeah, sorry, Ivor. I completely forgot to do your super chat. Let me do Swissborg now for you. So that is going to be at 57 minutes, and I'll let you know on Telegram, my good sir. So apologies for that. 57 minutes, and then we'll do crypto.com after that. Apologies. But yeah, so in terms of where did I learn my TA, I was actually this is a couple years ago now. I was actually a plasterer. Yeah, I was a plasterer. I used to go to the building site every goddamn day, and I used to plaster houses, right? And it was a horrible life. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, it was a horrible life, right? USDT I need. It's not working, Ivo. It's not. But yeah, I used to be a plasterer, right? And I hated my Swissborg to Bitcoin. I wanted to do USDT. We'll do it to Bitcoin anyway. Yeah, I hated my life, right? I hated my life. I hated my 9-to-5 job. And for me personally, I'm a massive believer in if you hate your 9-to-5 job, you're basically going to work Monday to Friday for a job that you hate. So you hate 70% of your life, right? I'm a massive believer in that. So yeah, I was like, right, time to make a change, guys. So I basically studied TA every night for around 6 hours. really, really went crazy. Studied it like absolute mad. And then finally made enough money trading to replace my plastering job. And yeah, now I basically just trade from home every day. And my life is so much better. But yeah, that's why I do this as well. I do free TA and just free helping you guys continuously, just because if I can help you guys achieve what I achieved, then it makes me a happy man. So yeah, it's good. Around 85% break to the downside here for Swissborg here. If we are gonna have continuation here, it looks pretty rough, I must say. In terms of holding level of support, what I would be looking for is going to be this zone here. As you can see there, you really lost that and not found that support there. Ideally, you were looking for some sort of bounce point here, but no, it's really looking quite rough there for Swissborg. So yeah, I would expect continuation to the downside here. In terms of lower highs being set, you're setting them here. Pretty rough stuff here on the daily. It's looking pretty bad, I would say. Sorry, Ivo, but it is looking pretty bad. I would hopefully you can hold this 10 symbol here and bounce back up, but it's looking really quite bad here. To have continuation to the downside, I would be looking at the next level of support to the lower side here is obviously going to be that 10 symbol at 1015 Toshis. But if we do lose that, then it's going to be this low point to look out for. Whether you have set the lowest point that you're going to get to at this point, quite hard to say, because you do have a lot of price action to the lower side before that, obviously last year. But yeah, it's looking pretty bad, I would say, to the lower side. This is not something that I would be jumping into coming through here. But yeah, let me got it, mate. Thank you. Love the channel. Not a problem, man. I do appreciate the love coming through there. Skizzy says, who disliked? Dislikes are quite fascinating from a psychology point of view, right? Just because like they might not be disliking the TA, they might just look at me and go, no, don't like his face, dislike. So yeah, it's quite interesting from a psychology point of view, dislikes and likes and stuff like that. And 59 likes as well, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff there. Let's do a bit of Stella à toi, and then in 10 minutes time, guys, I'm going to be ending the stream. I will be ending the stream, unfortunately, but I'm back every single goddamn day now. Every single day, Monday to Friday, guys. I'm here in the morning here in England around 9 a.m. that sort of time, 10 a.m. that sort of area. Every single day, Monday to Friday, I do Bitcoin TA, and obviously 3 altcoins of the day, guys. And I do that every single day. So yeah, if you do want to press the subscribe button, get us to that 1700, that'd be absolutely amazing if we could. If not, don't sweat it. It's absolutely fine. It was probably Ivo. He's the troll. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, Stellar coming through. What I would say here, this is quite interesting for Stellar, right? We've obviously got a huge trend line. This is I did actually do a video on this because this is very interesting, right? Very interesting because obviously we've got the March crash, the COVID Black Swan event coming through there. You can see the level of support that we've actually found along this trend line. We've actually found along this trend line continuously. It's been pretty good, actually. Really, really good. So if we are going to see any sort of pullback coming through that, we know that's definitely going to be a level of support to be looking out for. And that's pretty progressive. Another point that I would be looking for here, guys, obviously we've got a bit of old TA coming through this, so I want to get rid of that for now because I'm seeing, this is obviously a measurement for that in terms of banging it up to there, around 67% for there, so it's a point to be looking out for there. But yeah, you would have entered around this sort of zone, clearing all major moving averages, and then staggering take profits all the way up, looking at probably take profit zones probably around there, around 36 cents there, and then obviously you can see the resistance from this zone continuously very, very strong in terms of a take profit point as well. So yeah, let's delete that for now, and let's do a bit of this because, as you can see, guys, we've got a nice upward sloping support line from that previous March crash, as I was just saying there. But you can see also, now this horizontal is being a lot more congruent in terms of resistance. As you can see, pretty strong resistance as we have just seen there for Stellar. Now, this is interesting because we do have, yes, you guessed it, an ascending triangle, guys. Ascending triangle chart pattern. As you can see there, ascending triangle chart pattern. That usually means continuation to said upside. So if we are going to be looking for any sort of breakout scenario for the future there, it's going to be something along the lines of this. Really quite good. Really quite good. Percentage-wise, it's going to be, because we're on the daily here, guys. It's going to be, we're on the daily, yeah, we're on the daily. It's going to be huge, right? It's going to be humongous moves. And these are the things that we need to sort of prepare for because we know how quickly these altcoins can move. We really, really know how quickly these altcoins can move. And once Bitcoin's sort of chilled out a bit and the altcoins start actually running up, they can do literally 20, 30, 40% really quite fast in the space of a week or something like that. Really, really insane stuff. An example, Solana. We saw Solana do insane stuff over the last probably like 3 or 4 months, right? Insane, like 630% or something. So yeah, what's a little 40% there? But yeah, imagine if you're leveraging this 40% trade there. Insane cold hard cash gains, right? So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. Yeah, pretty much that's Stellar sort of stuff. Let's jump down to a day trader sort of point of view. See if we can get some sort of day trader. We actually got descending triangle, I would say, coming through there from this previous high. As you can see there, trend line to the downside there in terms of resistance point, and also pretty strong horizontal in terms of a level of support there, creating, yes, you guessed it, a descending triangle. So yeah, in terms of a breakout, it's obviously it does usually descending triangles, they break to the downside, right? So yeah, what I would say is be prepared for a break to the downside, but we can see breaks to the upside. I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out because you are at the top of an uptrend as well. It's not the worst thing in the world. Definitely a possibility to leave in the back pocket, but in terms of percentages wise, break to the downside is more likely. But you can see the level of support that we actually found along this zone. Very, very strong. It's a very, very strong zone to be breaking here. So yeah, very, very strong. So I would actually, I'd expect some sort of breakouts to the upside, right? But yeah, in terms of measure moves, right, we need to look at measure moves. We need to look at percentages. We need to look at gains because we're on the hourly chart, guys. This could be something that we can actually profit from today, and we want that. We want that money. We want that cash. We want those, those gains. 3.38% there. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Depending on how quick and how big the breakout is going to be, whether we are going to get on any sort of retest from this trend line and bounce up, or we're going to wait until we actually clear this high point coming through it. The smartest option I would say to be waiting to clear this high. This is what we usually do here, but we're still quite far away. It's probably around half the trade there, waiting to clear this high. So if we do see a nice healthy retest above all major moving averages as well coming through, and it is going to be a lovely level of support congruent for that breakout, then yeah, I probably would be entering here, but I definitely would having a massive take profit point at this previous lower high, just because that is a key reversal point to be looking out for the future there. But yeah, that's what I would say about Stellar there, and something to be looking out for the daily day traders to be looking for there. 60 likes as well, guys. Amazing stuff there. Ah, Joe Hart saying, any giveaway for your loyal followers? Actually, I haven't done a giveaway in a week because I had a week off streaming because I was bloody ill. Interesting. So selling your hodl stack and profiting from a trade need to be separate in taxes. Interesting. Interesting stuff coming through there. 1.65 Matic says Wiz Wheel. MTV Chester Lad Multivac says Greg Z Young. Yeah, we'll do a bit of Multivac, shall we? MTV. We were thinking about a giveaway, weren't we? We could do a little ultra package, maybe, giveaway. To be fair, the ultra package is doing pretty well at the moment, I must say, guys. We're actually doing pretty well on that, making some pretty good percentages. And also, I've changed a few rules for that as well. And also, I'm thinking about adding another indicator as well. So, obviously, the price is not going to change. Don't you worry. People that are paying, you're going to be getting more for your money. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. So, yeah, we're going to be... I'm actually going to be reviewing that today. I did some reviewing over the weekend. But yeah, I'm going to set some things in stone to basically get... set some things in stone for that. This week. And also I've got a sideways money announcement. That's for the premium scout package. That's going to be today as well, because there's going to be another way we can make more cash. So yeah, looking pretty good for that. So yeah, quite excited for those things. So yeah, just stay tuned to the Telegram, guys, if you want to hear that information coming through. I will be letting you know. And obviously all the premium scout members, you'll get a notification as well from the group. But yeah, in terms of multi-vac right now, obviously rising wedge pattern, guys. I know rising wedges tend to usually break to the downside, but you can see, look, clean cut example of here on the hourly of us breaking to the upside there. In terms of percentages there for this breakout, if you are looking at longing or you're that's quite a lot for the hourly, right? That's pretty crazy. 13.67% there, pretty crazy indeed. Let me jump to the daily so we can get a bit more of a better gauge. That all-time highs, nearly. Well. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Oh, yep. Near enough all-time highs. Now, what I would say about this, guys, is it's been around for a long time. It's been around for a really long time. What I would say about this is it's actually quite interesting because the previous all-time highs that we've got coming through here, let's not include the open price. Let's not include this open price because that's just a dirty wig. That's not valid. Not valid. We don't like that. Dirty, filthy. But yeah, I just want to shout out my brother as well. Shout out to Bitcoin Beats as well. Go check him out. Amazing YouTuber. Potential breakout scenario coming through here, guys, as well for multivac. Interesting stuff. Definitely something to be looking out for the future. Definitely quite interesting. I don't really know anything about this coin here. You're on KuCoin, so I don't know if you... I'm not really the biggest fan of KuCoin, right? I don't really... Not that I'm not the biggest fan. I'm more uneducated about the exchange, right? I don't really know that much about it. I know it just lists all the early coins, right? So, I don't know if you can leverage and stuff on there. So, yeah, it probably is going to be a spot trade. But yeah, you can see the measure move actually plans out pretty well. So that upwards sloping resistance line as well. So yeah, one man, he says, you just hit 60 likes? Oh my God, unreal. Amazing stuff there, man. Appreciate all the likes coming through there, guys. Obviously, I'm back streaming. I haven't streamed in a while. But yeah, also we got a potential for a parallel sort of channel coming through there, guys, as well, which is going to be interesting to see if this does play out, because we could be looking at some sort of measure move here for this potential position on the daily coming through, and that's going to be something along the lines of this, right? Along the lines of this. In terms of percent, let's get rid of that 13. This is going to be... There's going to be insane gains. This is going to be insane gains if this is going to play out, guys. Near enough 35% there. Pretty crazy stuff indeed there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for the future. It's really good fundamentals. Should look it up. MTV can handle 30K transactions a second. Well, that's pretty crazy. I think Bitcoin can only handle 6. So yeah, 30,000 transactions a second is pretty good. So yeah, definitely gonna have I might be wrong on that Bitcoin fact, but just off the top of my head, I think that's how many they can handle. It's really not a lot compared to multivac, right? So yeah, we'll definitely have a look at that. MTV, I'm gonna have a look at the fundamentals behind that. And thank you for that information, Greg Z Young. Amazing stuff there, man. But yeah, let me jump to what was next? Ow. Simon says, can we have a little look at aluminum? We can have a little look at aluminum, I think. Because this is an NFT game, guys. We've got an NFT Crypto Chester community chat. If you guys do want to go check that out, the link is in the description. We post all the upcoming NFT games and stuff like that. See if we can basically get some early hodls coming through. And also guys, we post how we're doing as well. in terms of playing the games, right? So yeah, because obviously we're here to make money. So, so yeah, that's it's definitely a helpful little telegram for you. And obviously I'm quite new to the NFT sort of space in general. So so yeah, it's actually pretty good for me myself as well in terms of education. So so yeah, if you are looking for NFT help or NFT games and stuff like that, that's definitely the place to go. This, as I was saying there, this is an NFT. Roger says 60 likes. Let's get another 2 hour on stream. I don't know, man. I've got to rest the voice, but I'll be back tomorrow. I swear I'll be back tomorrow, I promise. Yeah, I must say, guys, it is nice to be back. Obviously, I've had a week off. Bit nervous coming onto stream after not streaming for a week, but yeah, feel fresh, good to be back. I do appreciate all the support coming through, so yeah. I will be back every single goddamn day because I love this. Subscriber count coming through. We're still 6 subscribers away from that target, guys. Amazing stuff there. We'll see if we can hit that. Well, should probably end the stream, right? I'm going to end the stream. I'll do two more altcoins, guys, and then I'm going to be ending the stream. And then I might do some altcoin videos today. We'll see how my throat plans out because I don't want to overdo it coming back into it. Yeah, I do have some other work to do in terms of indicator building and all of that technical stuff, and I do want to get some trading in there as well, because you know why we're here to make money, right? Yeah, in terms of measure moves for a breakout scenario for aluminum, obviously this, I don't think you can trade this leverage on, not even on Binance. I think it's just a spot scenario coming through there, but this is an NFT game that's not actually launched yet, guys. It looks very, very good. You can see the confidence that we are getting here in this price. Look at this, very, very healthy uptrend. There's a lot of investors backing this before launch here, so yeah, I really would suggest doing some research on this. And obviously I'm not a financial advisor, nothing I say is financial advice. I didn't actually do my disclaimer, that's pretty bad. But yeah, just definitely something to watch for the future. And if you look at the price, right, it's $830 a coin. The supply is low. It's pretty, I think it's only 640,000 coins or something. It's really quite low. So yeah, definitely some insane gains to be made there. And we know how the NFT sort of charts react here. Axie for one, to the goddamn moon. So yeah, definitely something to do some research on, guys. I'm drawing all over my hand today. So yeah, let me jump to let's do a bit of Sol. Let's do a bit of Solana. Because I'm actually intrigued about Solana because it's going up again. All-time high in it? We all-time high in it? No, not quite. Not quite. But with the state that it's going, how many candles? That's literally like 6 green candles in a row here on the daily, or blue candles. Yeah, the last time that we did see that happen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, 6 there. We did actually see a pullback coming through of, I'd say, around 20% there, guys. So just with Solana, what I would say, just to summarize here on the daily, I would say just be a bit careful. Be a bit careful. 6 green candles in a row. Let me get rid of Syndicate for a second. 6 green candles in a row. All-time highs territory. I really wouldn't be surprised if he pulled back. I really wouldn't be surprised if he pulled back to around this $1.94. Previous all-time high sort of candle body close there for the daily. Around 191. I really wouldn't be surprised if he pulled back to that zone. And to be honest with you, to be completely honest, that's what I would be looking for, just because that's the healthiest scenario there for a bounce point. Even if we do pull back to this 192, 194, that sort of area, it's still going to be bullish. Don't sweat. It's still going to be bullish. Solana's still a really strong project, and I do think it's really going to absolutely bang it to the goddamn moon in the coming months. But a pullback is necessary when we're seeing these 6 green candles in a row there, for it to be healthy, for us to be setting that higher low and then having the continuation to the upside, right? And look, we're miles away from any previous higher lows there, so yeah, to pull back all the way down here, you can see the support that we've got continuously. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And obviously we do have a lovely pretty strong trend line as well that we can be setting from this sort of zone here, to be looking out for the future as well in terms of a pullback bounce point there. But yeah, it's yeah, we need a pullback coming through for Solana. Maybe we come up again, all-time high gets set, and then a bounce back to previous all-time high, and then continuation. But we need a higher low here, guys. We do need a higher low for health, right? Cup and handle could be made on daily. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I do see what you're saying. Cup and handle for Solana on the daily. Interesting stuff there. But yeah, in terms of that, we would need to see something along the lines of that, right? And then that obviously means continuation to the upside. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out there for the old Solana, baby. Don't know why it just makes me think of like Hawaii or something. But yeah, all-time highs. We know the all-time high rule, guys. 80% of the time when we set all-time highs, you get a lot of uneducated people FOMOing in at this all-time high sort of place. They're like, oh, I got it. I'm gonna miss out. No. Relax, calm and collected. This is how we act here. 80% of the time we retrace to previous all-time highs, guys. So yeah, just keep that in your back pocket if Solana does run up and you're scared you're gonna miss out there. 80% of the time it comes back, so just relax in it, and just relax in it, relax in it. Yeah, that's pretty much Solana done. Let me jump to actually let's go a bit shorter time frame, because we got an ascending triangle occurring. If this is going to plan out there, guys, this is going to plan out. This is why there's just so many chart patterns, so many breakout scenarios to be looking out for there. As you can see, they're not quite the biggest thing in the world at the moment, but this does actually mean continuation to the upside, right? In terms of measure moves, we could be looking at something along the lines of this, guys. If the breakout scenario is going to play out here, we could be looking in terms of percentages, probably around a 10.96% gain there. Interesting stuff there. Let's jump to the one machine, see what we got coming through there. Yeah, volume weighted ATR band as well on that point. Very crucial. We can get above that. We could be looking at big pumps to the upside in terms of a nice uptrend coming through there. So yeah, 10.96, definitely a point to be watching for if we are going to have continuation to the upside there for Solana. Resta says, hey Chester, how are ya? Good, thank you, man. Getting there. Throat is on the mend. We're back. We're ready. Every goddamn day on this channel. We know the score. Yeah, we're 5 subscribers away from that target. Amazing stuff there, guys. Really do appreciate it. Let's do a little bit of FIL for Sam Speaks Straight. Nice to see you on the stream there, Sam. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday morning. Productive, I hope, my good sir. Yeah, massive shout out to you, man. Hopefully, hope your projects that you're working on are going well, my good sir. But yeah, in terms of Mr. Phil Mitchell, now let's jump to the daily and see what's going on the daily here. Just because it's pretty messy. Let's get rid of all that. Let's get rid of that alert as well. Can we get rid of that alert? Delete, remove. There we go. Right. So yeah, as you can see here, guys. Annoyingly, the confidence compared to a lot of the altcoins, like a lot of the altcoins, guys, we know the whole cup and handle scenario, and we're seeing a continuation to the upside, right? Especially for Bitcoin. But to be honest, this we did a cup, and the handle is like it's really quite flaccid, really quite bad. So yeah, I wouldn't say a cup and handle pattern coming through there, looking pretty rough. But what I would say is you got a higher low here, right? You got a higher low here from this low point, sat at around that $40.78. So this is bullish. This is looking like upwards momentum. But with that being said, you have actually set a high point here, and you've got lower highs getting set. So it's going to be a pretty ugly, because we know the score here, guys. If you've got a high point and you've got lower highs, and you've got a low point and you've got higher lows, it forms, you guessed it, symmetrical triangle. So let's get that drawn in. And it's going to be, but as I was just saying there, guys, it's not going to be the nicest symmetrical. It's going to be pretty ugly, I would say. Pretty ugly, if anything, right? Yeah, and you're really caught up inside of that as well. So the breakout scenario that we could, in terms of a profitable swing trade here, it's going to be, it's going to be not very profitable, right? Because I know a lot of traders on YouTube and stuff, they're like, yeah, we can make this measure move, we can be at we can go like this, and it's gonna absolutely bang it to the goddamn moon. We could be looking at around 600%, something along no, it's gonna be like probably like 60% or something. No, I was wrong. It's 116% there. So yeah, it's insanely greedy. It's not gonna happen. It's just very unlikely. And you guys know, the OGs know, I've made 10 times more money doing smaller measure moves, and they're being a lot more reliable, right? So yeah, I would say in terms of small measure moves right now, if you're looking for a little tiny swing, it's gonna be really small, right? It's gonna be very small. So we could be looking at something along the lines of this. I suppose we are on the daily. So if we jump down, let's jump down to the 4 hour, and we can get a bit of a better gauge in terms of, that's the RSI, bit of a better gauge in terms of what we could be looking for here, guys. In terms of breakout scenario for the daily chart here, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. Obviously, speculatively speaking, depending on where we're going to break there, still going to be around a 5.81% swing there. So yeah, not the end of the world, not too bad. And also what I would say there, guys, just jumping down a bit, we've got another trend line coming through here, and that is we've got a falling wedge pattern, guys. And falling wedge patterns, they tend to usually break to the upside. Yes, so that's another measure move we could be looking at for there, and that is correlating pretty well with obviously this pretty humongous trend line coming down like so, right? So yeah, let's do a measure move for that. Yeah, it's not looking too bad in terms of a shorter term swing, in terms of a shorter term to breakout here for a day trade or something along the lines of that for Phil Mitchell. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. In terms of percentage for the 4 hour measure move, it's going to be around a 9.60% there, 9.6% there. So yeah, interesting stuff to see. And obviously, guys, you know the score. Staggered take profits all the way up. We're not just going for that completion of the measure move. We're not just going for that 9.6%. We're staggering take profits all the way up at all of the crucial reversal points, just in case we do see a reversal. If we see a reversal coming through there, we basically need to plan for that. We take profit as we go up continuously. we move our stop loss to our entry point when we hit our first take profit. And that way, if we do see a reversal coming through, we get stopped out. Yes, we do. The trade is over. Goodbye. But we've already made that money. We've already made that cold hard cash. We've already taken profit once. And it basically is called gridding your take profits, and it eliminates a lot of losses, guys. A hell of a lot of losses, right? Definitely a very, very valuable strategy to be using for your trading techniques there. Let me do one more request there, and then I'm going to be calling it a day. Chartme says, very, very, very nice background music today. Please do smooth jazz, handsome voice for me. This is smooth jazz. 902 1.0 or something. Yeah, you know the score, man. Sounds straight. Always my G. Loving the progress, bro. Great to see you back. Yeah, thank you very much, man. It's been a rough week or so. Yeah, it's been pretty hard. We hit the target. Come on, amazing stuff. Are you seeing Bitcoin getting to 64,000, Chester? I thought it was going there now. I was like, have I just missed that? Like, what? To be honest with you, LR, we've got a falling wedge pattern at this point in time. Looking for a breakout scenario here for Bitcoin. This is going to be the move, the daily move that we could be looking out for here for the, not the daily move, but the day in terms of candles, right? In terms of the day traders here, this is what we're looking out for, around 4.72% there. If we're going to be seeing this around 64%, 64,000, we're going to be looking at key resistance points here at 63,500, 600, because that's obviously the lower high on the short-term time frame. So yeah, it's getting interesting to see if we get there. Overall, LR, what I would say is we're insanely bullish. We've got a Garn fan chart pattern up to 64k there. So yeah, that's going to be the target point to be looking out for. But what I would say is we're pretty bullish overall. We've had a pullback. We've had a higher low get set. So yeah, the only way is up now. No, I would say yeah, we are looking a lot more bullish, and that's hence the title of the video there. Let me do a bit of GRT for Scott, because I see you've been saying it quite a lot, and also Jermaine, I'm not going to leave you out, my good sir. I've seen you've been asking for Theta quite a few times. So yeah, we'll do GRT and then Theta, and then we're going to call it a day, guys, and we'll be holding off until tomorrow. Because the throat is hurting. I have to go not talk for the rest of the day. I'm out of smoothie as well, so I can't drink anymore, which sucks. Yeah, let's GRT coming through here. Just take a little bit of a laid back stance with this. Get rid of this. This is just a bit messy, isn't it? Let's get rid of all that. Get rid of all these yellow. I've got a habit of like drawing in these yellow ones to get my point across on stream, and yeah, they just get left on my chart, which is really annoying. This is interesting, guys. This is really quite interesting. We've got one trend line coming down here, as you can see, very strong in terms of resistance along these zones, and then also I would actually do a cheeky copy and paste along that, and then bang that something along the lines of this, and then we could be looking at a breakout scenario, which we're currently actually a part of. Yeah, this could be huge, juicy. This could be mega, giga money. You know why we're here, guys. We're here to make money. This could be nice. This could be nice. Could be. It's not confirmed. Not just yet. Give me a second. No, yeah, obviously, guys, I'm doing measure moves here. Measure move is looking like it's completed here in terms of breaking out of this trap zone. Percentage wouldn't be that big. If we are going to see continuation to the upside here, I would be looking for the next breakout scenario, and that is going to be clearing this horizontal here. If we clear this horizontal, there's definitely chance for another long. I would say you could be going for another measure move here. I know we're getting greedier. We are getting greedier here, guys, so just be cautious for reversals, and then the greedier they are, the less chance they're going to play out, right? So if you are looking for any sort of long position for GRT there, I'd be looking for a $1.08 candle body close here on the daily, then probably come down the retest of that horizontal, and then looking for that long, depending on how that support is going to hold there. You're above all major moving average. You're above 200 EMA as well on the daily. It's actually looking pretty bullish, what I would say. But sorry, what I would say here is the key point is going to be these lower highs, right? These lower highs from the previous all-time highs there. Yeah, you're going to want to break these. If you break these, it's going to be looking a lot more progressive. But if you don't, you could easily see rejection down to these major trend lines. And as we've seen here, there's these major trend lines from the all-time highs there. They're very, very strong in terms of resistance there, guys. So yeah, if you do lose them, you're going to be coming down. But yeah, it's looking pretty good right now, what I would say. Pretty good right now. GRT, let's do a bit of Theta, and then we're going to call it a day. I need the loo. Really need a wee. I've had like 2 cups of tea, right? And a smoothie. Now, Theta. whatever anyone calls it, right? We've got all-time highs coming through here around this sort of zone. I believe, yeah, around all-time highs around this sort of zone here. So from there, obviously, you've got humongous trend lines to the downside from there. Target price point right now from a breakout from this bull flag pattern that you got coming through here on the daily chart is going to be up to around that $7 and $8, that sort of area there. Not too bad, above all major moving averages as well on the daily. I would say you're actually finding a bit of resistance along this zone in terms of lower highs here. So yeah, I wouldn't enter right now. I would actually be waiting, because we're seeing resistance actually play out from this zone, pulling the price down, and that's obviously not good. If we're going to see this actually play out, we see the last spike to the downside, right? We could actually see us fall back down quite dramatically there. So that's why I would be waiting for that confirmation to clear this zone to be getting into any sort of long position there now, as of now, up around that $6.97 there. That's what we'll be looking for, long and up to around that $7, $8 there. Pretty good. There is obviously take profit points all the way up there, guys. I do this literally in every single goddamn trade just to minimize losses there, because there's reversal points all the way along these zones. So yeah, just be cautious for that in any sort of position there, guys, for the future there. And yeah, that is going to be it. We ended the stream on 69 likes. Unreal. Should we have a little subscriber target check, guys? Because we're aiming for 1,700 today, and we're 4 subscribers away. Absolutely amazing, guys. And I'll be streaming every single day now, Monday to Friday, every single goddamn morning, teaching you guys TA and potential positions and all that juicy stuff. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice. You need to go do your own research, and that's why I'm teaching you to do that. To do your own TA, right? But yeah, I do a BTC update to start off. 3 altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you. I do that every single day as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I've got a premium scout package on the website if you want to go check that out. We do, it's basically 5 trades per day, 25 trades per week, 100 trades a month. Unreal. 72.8% success rate. Really good stuff in terms of statistics there. And also we've got the ultra package as well there. Amazing stuff. Making insane gains with that, guys. Insane gains. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow morning. So yeah, peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester, and I will see you then. Peace. I've enjoyed today as well.
Keeping it juicy.